Swallowing, I ducked back inside the shop, grabbed the water and bucket I kept beside the door and dragged it out. It wasn't the first time I'd had to clean off some offending remark or another. The man watched me as I set to work, violently scrubbing the paint before it could set. He cleared his throat when I swore loudly. "I would help," he indicated his pristine suit, "but—" A bark of laughter escaped me as I shook my head and waved a hand in dismissal. "Seriously, it's fine. I'm used to fending for myself and cleaning up after other people." The bitter bite to my tone didn't go unnoticed. In fact, the nice man slung off his jacket, rolled up his sleeves and grabbed the other cloth. "Oh," I said, my cheeks heating. "I didn't mean for you to... You don't have to..." "It's fine." He winked as he smiled at me. "Although, I think these rags have had it." He was right. The material I'd set aside for my once-a-week attack was threadbare and covered in dried paint. They were literally smearing the paint around. At least the word scum was erased, even if it meant my shop front had a new bright white facade. "Shall I go and grab some paint, stripper?" Warmth engulfed my chest, squeezing hard enough to cut off my oxygen supply. No one ever offered to help me. Like, ever. Why was the man from next door being so nice? "No, it's okay," I said, smiling when his gaze dropped. His hopes of coming to my rescue had been dashed in seconds. Wait, what would he want from me in exchange? My hands clenched into fists as I shook the thought away. My brother had berated me for always expecting the worst. Not that he could talk, considering it was his fault I had the word scum painted across my shop in the first place. "I mean," I started, extending my hand as the man went to step back, "I have some inside." His gaze skipped down my frame, his eyes becoming hooded as his throat bobbed. Did he just check me out? Great. And there I was, believing for a split fucking second that he was there to help me out from the kindness of his heart. "Sis!" The shout startled the man, and he dropped his gaze, mumbling a quick goodbye before shooting away, without even a backward glance. Drake approached, his wide eyes darting before he studied the man's back as he disappeared around the corner and into the next lane. The cobbled walkway was dark, the sun hidden behind the buildings. Brighton had a mishmash of lanes that connected together. The walkways, too small for cars, allowed people to get lost in amongst the shops. "Tell me," I barked, throwing the cloth back in the bucket, "do I look like a porn star?" Growling when the white water splashed on the cobbles, I brought my leg back, ready to kick the bastard bucket. Drake's sudden tight grip on my elbow snapped me out of it. No, he stuttered, looking over his shoulder. "Although the tight tank top barely contains your bazoombas." My stomach dropped as I glanced up at my brother, the churn setting in when he squinted at me before looking down the lane. He was distracted, his eyes wide and glazed. His hands shook as he tucked them in and out of his pockets. "Drake?" My tone was low, calm. "Is everything good?" Without looking at me, he slowly shook his head, his eyes staring off into the distance. For a moment his shoulders relaxed, the tension draining out of him. I knew it wouldn't last. Fuck. Stepping over the bucket, I pushed open the shop door so it was nice and wide. My heart thundered when I waved him over, giving him a thumbs up to let him know it was safe. My brother had mental health issues. His sharp brain sometimes produced too many chemicals, resulting in episodes of paranoia. "Shall we go inside?" I offered. His quick nod of the head was followed by a sharp intake of breath as we entered the shop, and I closed the door quietly.